Hello everybody, welcome. My name is Benjamin Bloom. This is the Benjamin Bloom Football Channel. Please leave your bias at the door and join us for Heroes and Villains episode 4. My apologies. An incredible 36-hour news cycle means we're a bit behind on the channel this week, but I still want to get Heroes and Villains out where we have a good old look at those people, those clubs, players, officials, pundits, I never know who you're going to pick, that may have really wowed you this weekend. You nominate them as heroes, and yet quite the opposite. Those people who really got your gears grinding, you nominate them as villains. It's all a little bit of fun, but it gives me a bit of a read on the main stories over the week in the football world. Obviously, every week I take a straw poll on Sunday, but with the news cycle being what it was. We're here on Tuesday now, so anything that's really happened since I can't really include. I know I have had some nominations. Shall we get into it then? And here is our first hero of the week. And it is, have you heard of this guy? Eli Sam or Elisha Sam. And no, he's not doing his warm-up there in his Notts County kit. He's actually scoring one of the most absurdly brilliant goals you will ever see. One of these always comes up, doesn't it, in these Pushgas awards where, I don't know, sort of a lower division player scores just an insanely good goal. And this may well be it for the season. It's Notts County. It's crossed in from the left-hand side. And Sam turns, flips, backheels the ball over his head, right down the middle of the goal, not even into the corner, over the keeper's head, barring in. Scandalous goal. Joyous goal as well. If only there'd been fans in the ground to see that. So our first hero of the week is rightfully Eli Salmon. Go out of your way. Go and type it into Twitter or YouTube and check out Sam's brilliant goal. He's our first hero of the week. Next up is Luton Town manager Nathan Jones. It may or may not have escaped your notice that Luton won 3-2 on Saturday, but they were 2-0 down at half-time, and they came back to win 3-2 in the second half. And closer inspection will tell you that Nathan Jones pulled a triple substitution at half-time in that game and then went on to win it 3-2. Managers always get the blame when it goes wrong. Hey, maybe he didn't set the team up the right way in the first place, but what a little stroke at half-time. And Luton and Nathan Jones pulling above 40 points now in the Championship as well, and really punching above their weight. So for a triple substitution and a comeback from 2-0 down to 3-2, we've got to give Nathan Jones the nod there. And this guy got some nominations. Alen Halilovic. Sorry, his name's a bit close to the edge there, isn't it? There he is, running away, celebrating a goal. Again, it's a Birmingham comeback, and Birmingham have been struggling badly, and they never, I repeat, never win at home. Got a terrible, terrible home record. Halilovic, who we were quite excited about seeing in the Championship, arrived a while ago. Karanka won't put him in the first team, but he comes off the bench and cuts inside his man and bends one in the top corner, which means Birmingham, I think, 5 points clear of the relegation places. It was a beautiful goal and a lovely moment for Birmingham fans, especially in terms of their home form, who have been suffering very, very badly. Those are our three heroes of the week. Maybe an honourable mention to Nigel Pearson in there, who got a few shouts as well, the new Bristol City boss. Shall we have a look at our villains? And number one, a landslide vote for this guy. This is Jefferson Lerma. Oh, he wound up a lot of Watford players, a lot of Watford fans, and a lot of football watchers with his display in the early kickoff at the weekend. Let's just say he was channeling Robbie Savage of short, playing in central midfield, sort of putting himself about, getting into tackles, going down, yapping, shouting, shoving. He was really, really winding up the Watford players, and sadly for them, they bit. Nat Chalobah ended up being substituted, I think, just to keep him away from Lerma. I think there was a point where Lerma threw himself down again. I think it might have been Dan Gosling literally tried to lift him up as if to say, get up, man, stop it, stop with the gamesmanship. And then into stoppage time, the craziness. João Pedro finally bites and takes him down for a red card. Lerma's got what he wants, but he has to give Tom clever little shove, and then all hell breaks loose. And at the centre, the powder keg, the grenade, was Jeff Lerma with some S-housery, let's just say, for Bournemouth in that game against Watford. Our next villain is not a person. It's the Leeds United pitch that was actually sort of, well, I say replaced. I think it was transported from Tottenham or something up to Leeds because the pitch was playing absolutely awfully. I know there's some really bad weather and rain, particularly in Yorkshire. A few games went the way of the pair, didn't they? But we sort of have this situation where you have Marcelo Bielsa playing this beautiful football at Leeds on this utter pudding of a pitch. And it's genuinely a thing now where Leeds fans tell me that you can track the away form being better than the home form. And they're genuinely saying, maybe quite reasonably, that the pitch is a huge issue. That is it being laid. And it's still just hasn't quite settled, has it? So Leeds, I don't know, it's the effect of having Miles Davis and giving him a crappy trumpet to play on, isn't it? If that's a reasonable analogy. Here's our third villain. Oh, there's a referee every week. Lee Mason. Lee Mason had an absolute nightmare, didn't he, at West Brom at the weekend, where I think he just lost himself for a minute, but that's all it takes. Lewis Dunk is going to take a free kick. Nobody's ready. He asked Lee Mason, can he take it? And Lee Mason blows his whistle, and he probably shouldn't have blown his whistle because we had this splurge 10, 15 years ago of quick free kicks where the players just had to ask, and if the wall wasn't, it didn't really feel fair because the standard needs to be the same for every free kick taken ever. Anyway, Dunk asked and Mason blows the whistle. I don't know what he was thinking. So Dunk, fine, steps up. Well, Sam Johnston's sorting out his wall, curls it into the net, and then Lee Mason panics and blows the whistle again. So he's blown it twice in the wrong place, I think. And then, majorly embarrassingly for him, he kind of thinks, oh, well, I did say he can take it, and gives the goal. And then the VAR checks him because he blew the whistle again to stop the game, apparently before the ball had gone over the line. Whatever you say, it is an absolute nightmare for Lee Mason. I feel very sorry for him because it's one momentary lapse that's, caused him to have a villainous reputation. By the way, I'm not suggesting in any way, shape or form that this caused the game, and I do acknowledge that Brighton missed 2 penalties, but it's put the two things aside, they're not connected. An absolute gaffe by Lee Mason. And he is our third villain of the week. Let's run through our heroes and villains for this episode 4. Elisha Sam, who is going to win the Puskás Award now with that brilliant goal for Notts County. Nathan Jones, triple substitution, 2-0 down to 3-2 up. Gotta love it. Alen Halilovic off the bench to really help Birmingham's terrible home record. Jefferson Lerma S-housing his way through Bournemouth versus Watford and causing chaos and then doing a runner. The Leeds pitch is getting in the way of Mr. Bielsa and hindering Leeds Premier League progress. And referee Lee Mason, who had, I don't know, am I allowed to say blonde moment or senior moment? I'll probably offend somebody if I say that. A not very clever moment is what he had. Thank you everybody for watching. That is our heroes and villains for the week. If you want to get involved in this, follow me on Twitter at Benjamin Bloom or subscribe on YouTube. The post goes up every Sunday. Get your nominations in. And it's all a little bit of fun. I know how people like to get outraged by everything. Don't pile in on people, etc., etc. It's a bit of fun, so don't take it too seriously. Just a little light-hearted look at the heroes and villains of the football week. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and we'll see you next week for some more heroes and villains. Over and out. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to see more videos from this channel. Hit the subscribe button and to be notified every time we upload. Ring the bell for those notifications to come through on your device. If you really want to support the channel and me as a content creator, I will be eternally grateful if you head over to the merch store and grab something, or support over on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Thank you for your time. Go and watch another video.